Pretty soon we're going to be hitting 1 million kilometers, which is really absolutely amazing if you step back and think about it.
The purpose of this test is to demonstrate that Mobil1 synthetic engine oil will allow an engine to operate in like-new conditions to an extended test length.
In fact, they would have had to start driving their car in 1957 or so in order to accomplish 1 million kilometers by now.
We did 13,000-mile oil drain intervals throughout the test.
48 oil drains, and we're so confident in the technology that's built into our formulations that we're still expecting to see parts that are like new when we tear this engine apart. We finished our test, so we have the car off our highway simulator. We brought it around here into the garage, and we're going to be stripping it down, checking out the engine today, see how well our oil did.
We expect to see the parts in very excellent condition with minimal deposits and minimal wear.
Really anxious to see what the inside looks like. That's what really tells the story right there. This is the moment of truth here. Oh my, yeah, and look at that. Pretty clean. No deposits on the camshafts.
This is nice as the other one.
This is where you see wear and deposits typically in most engines. And the cam followers all look good, everything looks good. Very clean, still doing its job just like it's supposed to.
A lot of times, too, on the camshafts, you would see wear on the lobes right here to wear a groove in here. There's no wear whatsoever on these. And we have brand new camshafts here. You could compare against it, and you could see where they're, other than just the normal discoloration, these are in really great shape.
The next pieces we removed from the engine were the cam followers and the cam lifters, and these surfaces run very hot. A lot of oil flying around up in this area, and this oil lays and rolls down, drains back to the crankcase through here. Also, we have a small bleed-off hole here in the top for the lifter, and it's critical to keep these open because these can become clogged along with the hole in the lifter. You can see these are all very clean, they look fantastic. It's very similar to the new one. This, like I say, they're a new one for comparison here. And again, it looks very good. We're real happy with that. No deposits.
This engine ran for 1 million kilometers and virtually had no valve train noise at all.
These timers look really clean too.
We would tend to find wear on the teeth of the gear itself, where they would be rounded off, and actually to the point where they would wear down, and then your timing chain would skip and throw the engine out of time. So it's very important to keep these in good shape. These are in excellent shape. These are like brand new.
These are the vanes that are inside of the variable valve timer wheel, and you see the vanes operate in these small grooves. It's very critical to keep these clean. These can clog and they get coked up with deposit and clog these holes so they won't work correctly. It really can be detrimental to the performance of the engine. There we go. Ta-da. There's very little valve recession on this engine, and this area here, this is basically the margin, they call this in the trade, but this is basically the thickness of the seat area, and these basically pound. The exhaust tend to glow red hot while the engine's running, so you get a very hot environment, you see the color, and there's a lot of margin left. There's very little valve recession, which is really not typical of an engine with this kind of mileage on it. Still doing, we got a nice concentric pattern there. Nice and shiny, nice and even all the way around. That's what we want to see. And again, here's the valve. You can see the valve stem. Very typical deposit. The valve stem is polished. Of course, we expect that with this many kilometers or this many miles. And there's no scuffing, no scoring. You can see everything was rotating. We had a nice even pattern on the valve seat. You see the seat is still concentric, still maintaining a good seal. So far, it looks real good. I mean, real good, very clean. Minimal deposits.
Here's the oil pump. Pull the cover off, and there's hardly any scoring or marks at all on this end plate.
Yeah, typically what we see in the field, we always see these scored with something because any little bit of grit or anything will score the pump.
These gears rotate in here. That's what creates the pressure when the pump spins. Take a look at the gear itself. There's no wear whatsoever at all. So this pump, it's unbelievable the shape it's in for the now.
Typically we see a lot of wear or scuffing along here. In high mileage or high kilometer engines. For what this car went through, you know, it ran at speeds from 30 to 90 miles an hour for 3 years to accumulate this kind of kilometers. And I mean, it's more severe service than you probably ever see in the field. These typically tend to get dirty too, but you can see this is
clean, man. That's real clean.
The last component we removed from the engine was a crankshaft. Usually these radiused or filleted areas here will tend to pile up a lot of sludge. Again, it looks terrific, and if we get sludge in this area, this will destroy the engine in a matter of a few minutes.
No, I've never seen an engine with this many kilometers or miles on it, and I've seen engines with, say, 100,000 miles on it again, where these are almost plugged up, bearings are wiped out. This is unbelievable how good a shape it's in.
Yeah, we usually always see some scoring on here, but this is incredible. On 1,000,000 kilometers, it's really, really amazing not to even see some scoring. I mean, it still looks like a new block.
The benefit of a test like this is it shows you the performance reserve built into the Mobil1 formulation.
The wow factor for me was the overall cleanliness of the engine.
The pistons, all the bearings, the valves, everything that could be a testament to wear protection and cleanliness, all were exactly what we hope to see, outstanding all around.
Mobil1 does the right job in preventing engine deposits because it's expertly engineered to do so. You're getting wear protection at the same time you're getting deposit protection.
It has many, many hundreds of thousands of kilometers of life left in it. If you use Mobil1, you change your oil, you're going to go way longer than anyone really wants to drive that car without getting something new.
Its ability to protect an engine out to 1,000,000 kilometers, you may not ever need to draw on that protection, but it's there, and it gives you the peace of mind that it's there.
Mobil1 did its job, and it did its job well.